Hey YouTube, just thought I'd make a quick video showing off some of my cool horror collectibles. Now for this video I'm going to have to move around the room a lot, so you're going to have to forgive the cuts and different camera angles. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so first up we have Freddy Krueger Deluxe Plush Series 2. I love this. I got this in New York City when I was on my holidays, so it always reminds me of that cool little comic shop, and these were on sale for $10. And I love A Nightmare on Elm Street, so this is great. I love it. As you can see the cool details on his glove. See if you can get some of the blood. There's my cat, jealous she's not in the video. And still has his tag on. So this is from the Cinema of Fear. And obviously this is A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. He's in his nice little suit. Shoes. Try to get him into the whole frame. Tiny Terror's bonus scene! And to go along with Freddy, we have his best friend, Jason, from part 2 of the Friday the 13th series. And he has his little pickaxe or mining axe, whatever this is called. And it's very cool. You can see the blood stains on that. I kept the plastic around his hand, just keeps it attached a bit tighter. And he's fully modelled underneath this. I'll try to take off his potato sack now. As you can see, he still has his tag on him, so he's also from the Deluxe Plush Series 2 from Cinema of Fear. So if you just bear with me, I'll try take off his potato sack. Sorry. See? Very, very cool. And yeah, I'll just try to see if I can show you the whole thing. I also got this in that cool comic book shop in New York, so it just reminds me of the trip, that shop, and it was just a great time. One of my favourite holidays. I absolutely love New York. And I love Friday the 13th and A Nightmare on Elm Street, so it's a perfect little memento. Okay. Next up we have Robbie the Rabbit from the Silent Hill series, all the way from Lakeside Amusement Park. Yeah, this is awesome. My mom got me this on my 20th birthday. She got me a Wii U, and I love my Wii U, and that was a huge present to get me. But after my partying, I came home and I found him on the bed. Well, except that I didn't. I was really drunk and I just kind of collapsed on top of him, and I woke up the next morning and it was shoved in my face. And as you can see, he's deceptively cute, except for all that blood on his face. That's going to be a bonus for some people and a negative for others. For me, I think it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so that's Robbie the Rabbit. He has his Silent Hill tag there on the back. Some of you might recognise him from Silent Hill Revelations, the second movie in the Silent Hill film series. So yeah. So happy with him, he's so cool. Now if you watched my It's Mail Time video, you might recognise this guy. It's the 30th anniversary Freddy from NECA, and he is awesome. You can see that he has the hard plastic jumper, which really adds to it. I think it just makes it look really good. The detail on it is nice. You have the creases and the colouring, and you can see his glove also has the little bits of blood on it. But just look at his face, he is incredibly detailed. The only problem I would say with this is that when you're changing the heads, it's really difficult. I actually had to hollow out the peg and the holes because they just didn't fit. So a little bit of customization is required to actually get this to work. But when you get him, he just looks great on your shelf. And I find myself just taking him out and playing with him every so often. He's very, very cool. And just to go alongside him, I have my pop vinyl Jason. And he is sweet. I love him. I still have the box there in the back, just in case I ever want to put him back into it and display him that way. But for now, he's out on his own in the wild. So campers beware. And here we have the horror collection, where I keep all my DVDs, Blu-rays and box sets. You can also see a few collectibles up top and a really, really cheesy photo of me and my mum with Nicholas Brendan. This looks like something that was taken at school. It's really weird. I don't know why they chose that background. But he was a really great guy. He was really cool and nice. And my mom absolutely, I don't know, she'd never met a celebrity before, so she was just like, oh my god, you're like the best actor ever, I love you. I honestly think my mom would have run off with Nicholas Brendan and just left me there. So I just thought I'd move those collectibles back into this room because the light was shining so brightly against the plastic on the packaging that it just distorted the video completely. So the first collectible we have here is another Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. And as you can see, he includes quite a bit. I'll just read them out to you there. He has an axe, a machete, a spear, a severed head, a removable mask, and real clothing. And on the back there we have the poster, and just on the side. Now, it's been so long since I watched the Friday the 13th series. There was a time when I was just an expert and a mega fan, but so much time has passed that I really need to watch them again, so that's going to be on the Halloween list. Next up, we have a little diorama from my favourite movie in the Nightmare on Elm Street series, The Dream Warriors, and it's Patricia Arquette getting devoured by Freddy. This thing isn't that detailed when you look up close at it, but on my shelf it just looks great. Just don't get too close to it or Freddy might get you. Cheesy. And here we have a special edition of The Wicker Man. This wooden box set was limited to only 5,000 copies, and as you can see I got 2013 at 5,000. It's an Anchor Bay release, so you know it comes with all the special features. It's got the director's cut, the theatrical cut, and there's 2 little postcards in there with the original posters on it. So this thing is awesome, and I got it for only €3 in the charity shop, so I was so happy when I found it. I couldn't believe it, to be honest. And finally we have another Jason. You would think that with all these Jason collectibles that I was a bigger Friday the 13th fan than a Nightmare on Elm Street, but it's actually the opposite. I'm a huge Freddy fan. It's just that the collectibles for Freddy, they never look as good. They always seem to get the burns wrong, or the glove doesn't look right, or the sweater's messed up. I just can't seem to find a cool one, except for that 30th anniversary NECA edition. That was awesome. But the reason I'm not showing you this guy up close is because of this plastic around him. It makes it very difficult to film. But if you could see him, you would see that the detail is incredible. His eye is like falling out of his face, his mask looks great, and he comes with a few weapons there. He's very, very cool. I'm sorry I can't show you him better. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked this, please subscribe, like and comment on the video. I'd love to hear your opinions. And if you have any videos up showing your collectibles, just throw down a comment below saying, and I'll go check them out, because I love horror collectibles and I love collectibles in general, and I love seeing your collection. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.
Tiny Terror post-credits scene!